Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yuna Rizky. My NIM is 2206011100021. I will answer the first semester final exam question about philosophy of science. Okay, question number 1. We think there are several theories of scientific truth, among which are correspondence, coherence, pragmatis, and religious theories. Explain the four theories by giving example to each of them. Okay, there are four theories of scientific truth. Number one is correspondence theory. This is a theory that holds the view about a statement is considered true if it relates to exciting facts. Example, all iron will expand if heated. Number two is coherence theory. That is the theory about a statement is considered true if it's consistent with the statement that we first accept and we know the truth. Example, we previously know that the sum of the angle in triangle is 180 degree. If anyone say that there is a triangle whose number of angles is more or less than that, then we can immediately judge that the statement is false. And number three is theory of pragmatism. A theory that holds the view about a statement is considered true if a statement is useful for practical life. Example, the concept of pragmatic football game, which is a ball game that only aims to produce of goals. And number four is religious theory, a theory that holds the view about something is considered true if it conforms to religious learning or teaching. For example, things of worship, morals, and activities in the Quran, which can then be used by Muslim as a guide for life. Okay, and then question number two: name a few scientific means of thinking that you know, and explain each of them why it is important in scientific thinking with example. Okay, there are four means of scientific thinking, and number one is language. It's a series of sound used as a means of communication. With language, humans can communicate and channel their experience and thoughts so that knowledge can be obtained. For example, in education, a teacher teaches knowledge directly to his student in a form with the same of language. And number two is logic. It's a reasonable way of thinking or commonly called reasoning. By reason, man, people can find a truth, and each type of reasoning has its own criteria. For example, if rain heavily overnight, then the road must be wet. And number three is mathematics. It's an artificial language developed to answer the shortcoming of verbal language. The process of civilization is in line simultaneously with the mathematical way of thinking. Therefore, without mathematics, knowledge will stop at the qualitative stage. For example, the use of mathematical language in a quantitative study or stage. And number four is statistics. It's a science that studies how data is collected, processed, and analyzed to produce information about a conclusion. Drawing conclusions statistically, so scientific activity is economical. For example, predicting someone who wins or loses in the context of an election. Okay, and then question number three: explain the difference between the paradigm of rationalism and empirism in looking at how science is accepted is acquired. Give and give example to both paradigms. Okay, paradigm of rationalism and empiricism. Number one, rationalism. It's a school philosophy that holds the view about reason of thought is the main resource of true science because human reason has the ability to know an idea or ideas. For example, an architect who designs a building construction based on a combination of logic and rationality. And number two is empiricism. It's a school of philosophy that holds the view about experience is the primary source of true science. For example, a person does not believe that the coronavirus does not exist, then believe after he is exposed to the virus. So, the difference is that rational science comes from reason, while empiricism of science is different from experience. Okay, and then question number 4. In the philosophy of science, we know three important things, namely ontology, epistemology, and axiology, and explain all three terms with example. Okay, uh, foundation of thinking philosophy is ontology, epistemology, and axiology. And number one is ontology. It's a philosophy study of the nature of the existence of science related to what and how science actually exists. For example, what is medical school? Medical science is a science that study health maintenance as well as the prevention, treatment, and management of disease. And number two is epistemology. It's science that examines the source of knowledge, method, structure, and whether or not knowledge is true. Epistemology deals with how that knowledge is acquired or accepted. For example, how to obtain medical knowledge. That is, it can be obtained by studying sensory observation and logic about the human body, how the about how the system works, its equilibrium, and to how to maintain the equilibrium. And number three is axiology. It's a science that questions about how man use his knowledge or the use value of that knowledge. For example, what is the use of medical science? With medical science, we can help others a lot relate to both health in it. Okay. Question number 5. Explain the hierarchy of science according to the philosophy of science and give example to each one. Okay. The hierarchy of science. And number 1 is tradition. It's the bottom ground in knowledge that considers a thing to be true because it has been considered true for a long time. For example, all Japanese will believe that Japanese weapon is true. And then number 2 is authority. It's foundation of knowledge that assumes something said by the expert something is true cited by accept to be true. For example, a student will assume the truth of what the teacher said. And number three is trial and error. It's the foundation of knowledge that we try something and we fail, then we try many times, then we will know where the mistakes lies and then correct it. For example, we learn to drive a car smoothly. First of all, we are doomed to fail, and being right in driving it, but we try to keep going and know where the fault lies. In the end, we can drive the car smoothly. And then, number four, logical reasoning is a foundation of knowledge that combines reason, experience, intelligence, and a formal thinking system for acquiring knowledge. For example, we feel the cold when in battle, then we conclude logically that area that is located high must be cold air due to certain factor. And then number five, scientific methods is the best foundation of knowledge where systematics, empirical, controlling and critical proportional points are carried out on hypotheses to obtain knowledge. For example, the implementation of scientific research must use the scientific methods. Okay. Last question number 6. In Islam, we know the concept of Islamization of science and the integration of religion and the integration of religions and science. What do the two terms mean? What is behind the emergence of the two concepts, and how are these forms of Islamization of science and the integration of religion and science implemented? Okay, the concept of Islamization of the science and the integration of religions and science. A. Definition. The integration of religion and science is an attempt to blend religion and science based on revelation as a painter of unification. Religion and science complement is other where science give man uh, furniture and accelerates progress, uh, and then religion sets goals as well as direct the effort. So, the Islamization of science is an attempt to unite the religious teaching of Islam from the Quran and Sunnah into science. And B. Background. The beginning of the emergence of the concept of the integration of religions and science due to the dualism or dichotomy of science, namely between general science and religion was on different sides, so uh, that there appeared a dichotomic educational system. And C. Form of application. Education is one of the best medium for the purpose that, for example, the establishment of religious schools such as MI, MTS, MA, and UIN, in which there are general subjects so that there can be integration between religions and science by teacher in the institution. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.